Y'all ready to do our last Game of Thrones podcast ever? Can you believe it? We're done.
Yeah, we watched every fucking
No more
episode.
Thrones for the boys.
I'm kind of...
Glad?
Yeah. I'm glad we finished it.
I'm glad too. It's cool, done. And then in a year or two, we could talk about the prequel that will probably suck. Queen of the Horns! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And today we're talking about Game of Thrones, the series finale. Can you guys believe it?
It is hard to believe.
I was right.
It's over.
Can you believe that?
So what are we, 4 seconds into the podcast?
Yeah, well, 2 minutes of recording time, but yeah, really, 4 seconds. And I was right. Can you guys fucking believe it? I just want to... I was wrong about Bran being the Night King.
Yeah, so you were right, though. You said you thought Bran would be king.
Yeah, and I thought Jon would kill Daenerys.
I didn't think he would because I thought being the three-eyed raven would exclude him.
No, that makes me even better. Because he's like, I'll go find Drogon.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed we didn't get to see him find Drogon. But
Yeah.
that's cool. I like the ending. How about you, Hess?
I was a little disappointed, but it's
Were
all
you
good.
really?
What were you
I was.
disappointed in?
Your text seemed like you loved it to me.
No, not at all.
I mean, hold on.
I just thought it was all. I mean, it was like fairy tale ending, like other than Jon killing Daenerys. Really,
Oh, you mean like a fairy tale, like with like kings and queens and dragons?
like everything literally ended like perfectly.
Hess's
like,
text said
Not
the
if you're
last
a Daenerys fan.
the last hour and a half. Oh, the best part was the last hour and wait, hold on. Best part of the last hour and a half of TV I watched is how I worded
Yeah,
it.
meaning
What does
the
that even
Westworld.
fucking mean?
I knew what it meant when I read it before, but I was really confused reading
Why
that
didn't
now.
text me that shit? I've been like, what?
I meant like the season 3 Westworld trailer was the best part of the last hour and a half of TV that I watched.
God, yeah, I loved that too.
No.
I loved that.
It was a cool trailer. I was excited.
I did think the trailer was better than like Game of Thrones, but that's because I love Westworld.
I like Westworld also. I don't love it. It was a cool trailer.
Yeah, you make that clear to me. Sometimes you beat me and say Westworld's bad.
Yeah, it happens. But I mean, come on.
What do you mean, come on?
I'm not gonna compare a 2-second trailer to a 80-minute finale.
I liked the finale, but because everything was kind of going how I thought it was, like, I still really, really enjoyed it. I loved it. I was glad the way it ended, but, like, I was super hyped for that trailer. So, like, to me, that trailer was better because I was like, oh, it's cool, new stuff. And, like, to me, you can kind of figure how this was going to end.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I mean, you were right about Bran, but I mean,
Well, I was right. Tyrion didn't die. That went how I said. Jon killed Daenerys. That's how I said.
I figured Jon would kill Daenerys. I was hoping Arya would do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was other stuff that I actually like is that they showed. I was afraid they were just gonna kill Daenerys and then they were gonna like leave shit hanging, and they didn't. They showed what was going on next.
I like too. We all kind of said this would happen. That Sam wrote a song of Ice and Fire. He didn't really write it. I guess he
came up
more
with the title.
came up with the title and helped here and there. I really liked that they did that.
I like they showed Bronn. They showed
And he
Podrick was a
paid off.
Kingsguard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they tied up all the loose ends.
No, not all of them, but
For-
a lot
for the
of
most
them.
part. And then the
Most
show
of 'em.
the show continues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I really liked that. I liked that we even got to saw Robin again at the end, even
They
though he
showed
didn't
his
do
ghost.
anything.
That was pretty predictable, but
Yeah.
at first I didn't think they were going to, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
People are gonna lose their fucking minds over not seeing that fake dog."
I've seen on Twitter probably 100 times now already. Like that ghost scene was the best part of the episode because he finally got to say goodbye, even though he's saying hello.
Yeah, he's saying hello to a fake dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that their excuse was
And the
stupid as
dog's
fuck
going with
because it was gonna show up again. You know, like, and like, even though I don't get why he didn't pet Ghost in the goodbye, because he didn't know he was gonna get sent to the wall for killing Daenerys.
But the excuse they came up with was like,
It was too hard.
no, you know, that's just the CGI. Meanwhile, they're blowing up a city the next episode.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
come on, that was just a dumb excuse. One they didn't think
Right.
about ahead of time. They didn't see that
Yeah.
coming.
yeah. I don't think they even thought people would complain because like me and you were like, well, that's not the end. We'll save Ghost.
They've been complaining about Ghost since fucking the first episode. Like every time
Yeah.
they don't show him, they're like, where's Ghost? Where's Ghost?
So you guys want to try to go through the episode? At least, like, Nick didn't take notes because he's a loser.
Fuck, no.
I don't know why he didn't.
No, yeah, I would
It's
hope
so
not.
great not to take notes.
So we'll go off my dome
Oh,
of the
Jesus
finale.
fucking Christ.
All right, let's see.
So it opens up. Tyrion's walking down a burnt down King's Landing, and he's just seeing like he sees what was her name, Nora, all burnt up with her kid.
What was her name, Nora? Did we confirm
It was
that?
Nora because
Okay.
of
It was.
leftovers and Flash.
Ignore Jones.
And then he ends up running into Jon Snow at some point. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go find my dead brother and sister." And Jon's like, "Well, hey, bring some King's guards with you or something, or men, whatever he called them."
Yeah, it's not safe.
And he's like, "No, I'm gonna go by myself. I want to be really sad, alone, and find my dead brother and sister."
Pick up a rock one at a time.
Yeah, I was like, "Wouldn't you like shuffle them down? Because it's not like you're gonna hurt them; they're dead."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh God, there's sand."
And he's like literally.
God, that's
I
his
know.
face. Like I get
I
it's
know.
sad, but I was like, "All right, come on."
It was sad.
I did think they did drag out a lot of things this episode.
It was cool to see Cersei dead, though. I have to admit that.
I did like that. I thought
So
it was.
Abby asked if she got $1 million for this episode because technically she was in it, but I said it looked like kind of like a dummy body.
It could have just been a dummy. I mean, they probably have to for her likeness. Probably not $1 million, but probably paid her quite a bit because it was like.
I mean, I don't work her contract, but I would imagine she
You
got
don't?
paid for it. She was there.
Yeah, I did see that though, that she gets paid like $1 million an episode this
Yeah.
season. And I was like, Jesus, she got paid $1 million to sit there and be like, my little baby.
She did some acting though in the last episode though.
Yeah.
I thought she was pretty good.
Yeah, she did in that one. But before that, she's like, where are my elephants?
yeah.
I got a baby. Didn't do much with that.
I mean, she's just a bitch.
Yeah,
She was a
Yeah.
she wasn't as bitchy because she didn't have many lines.
that's true. So then Jon ends up finding Grey Worm about to slaughter some Lannisters, and he's like, no. And then all the until they're gonna kill him, and he's like, all right, go ahead.
Grey Worm turned into a good guy.
Hey, I fucking hate Grey Worm now.
Yeah.
I used to love him.
Fuck Grey
I
Worm.
thought he was king of the no-dicks, and now he's
Seriously.
like, oh, fuck you.
Wow. I mean, from his perspective, I understand it, but like, dude,
Right.
chill out.
Yeah.
Like he was like blindly following.
Even
Fucking
at the end, she was dead, and like they get the new king, and he's like, all right, I'll make Tyrion my hand of the king. Bran was like, and he's like, no, he has to deserve his crimes. I
was
I
kinda
thought Bran was gonna go like, I'm the fucking king now, sir. So what I say goes.
I thought Bran was gonna warg into him and make him like
Stab himself.
look at his own non-penis or something.
Oh, that would have been an interesting ending. That would have been
You
cool.
know.
He's like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Even when like John's punished, he has to go, which I like. Yeah, you have to go. You know, take the black.
Do what you were doing for your whole
Yeah.
life. With it,
You have
you
to go
enjoyed.
back where the only time you were ever happy,
Yeah,
and it wasn't even that long. He was happy.
yeah,
Saddest motherfucker ever.
really is.
Like he literally ended up where he started off. Like
Yeah,
what,
which I did-
When did he go? When he went there in like episode 2, right, or something like that.
He
Like,
left
it was,
in episode 1, but I think he did get there in
Yeah.
episode 2. Yeah.
It was like so. I mean, like he literally. Well, I mean, like they basically leave Castle Black and they're going off into the Freeland, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did really like
Yeah.
though that the ending shot was the same thing as the opening shot of the series, where like it opens up there and those guys are out there and they run into the White Walkers, except now it's been walking out there freely.
I kind of want.
I
to
like
see
that
like
as the same area.
like a baby White Walker walking.
I was really hoping there was some teas where like,
I know, that-
everything still keeps going, but you know whatever. White
That
Walkers
would have
are
been
good.
great because like as soon as they opened up, and they're walking out, and Abby goes, "You think we'll see like a White Walker?" And I go, "That'd be fucking awesome if we did."
like I
Because
I
at
was
least
kind of joking.
at least
but,
to me,
like,
if we saw something like that, I'd be like, oh, now I'm kind of interested in the prequel because maybe they'll set up like there wasn't just the Night King, there was other White Walkers
Would
or
you, though?
something. It'd be me at least be like, oh, maybe they're
'cause
talking
it's
about that.
different.
What's different?
I mean, isn't the prequel gonna be? It's not gonna be, the Night King.
Well, didn't he create all the White Walkers? That's why they're gone.
Yeah, but someone else had like there was. Other,
I don't think there was White Walkers before him, was there? I think in the
So
books
ca-
there was, but not in the show. I don't think.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know which takes it. I don't know what the prequel is. The prequel of the books, the prequel of the show. Like I don't know what story they're going for.
I think they're going with the show just to
Oh.
keep it connected. But yeah, they could go that route too. I don't know, but it would at least make me like, oh, there's still White Walkers like lore out there. But we didn't get anything. We just got sad John walking through the forest.
So, do you think it's safe to say that like the Night King and the White Walkers are like the worst villains in TV show history?
Yeah, I think so because they
The
they
worst?
did some cool shit, but then ultimately they just got
Oh,
stabbed
you
by
mean
Arya.
you mean they're bad? Like they're
Like
not
they're
good.
just
Like, not
they
successful.
weren't like they were a villain. Like we all thought they were going to do something crazy, but in the end, they really didn't do shit.
I can't I can't think of in television something that's been more useless. I can think of a useless villain in movies. Brienne in Star Wars.
I mean, I don't know. They killed quite a few people. I mean, they took.
Yeah, but like ultimately, they didn't even get close to reaching their goal.
Well, when your goal is to take over, it usually doesn't work.
Hey, work for Daenerys.
I mean, the bad guys in Hogan's Heroes sucked. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you really just compare the White Walkers to the bad guys in Hogan's Heroes?
Germans.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't ever think they were going to get past episode 3 anyway. So
Yeah, I know, and I think it's your fault that happened.
I don't know. If it's
The
my
whole
fault.
time you're like, that's gonna happen, and I was always telling you that'd be stupid. What, Arya's gonna jump out of a tree and stab him, and you're
I
like,
never said
you're like maybe, and then it happened, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeehaw.
So what happened after that? So is that when Jon goes to talk to Daenerys and the dragon's
Yeah.
like, you shall pass?
That's when they all turned into Hitler.
Oh yeah, well, actually, yeah. Before that, she gave her little Hitler speech. Did you think that looked like a Nazi ceremony?
Yeah.
They
Well,
had her
I-
flag down there too. Totally reminded me of like a
Oh, it
Star
was
Wars
like,
Nazi
yeah.
stuff.
She had that flag. I don't know where they assembled that, but that thing was ginormous. And then, like,
You
They,
assemble
they had the
flags?
dragon put it up there.
she must be like one of the loudest
I think-
speakers. You guys think I'm fucking loud?
Yeah, no,
she
I-
has to be
I thought of that again.
1,000 times louder than
I
me.
wouldn't have thought of it, except he brings it up every fucking time.
Well,
so I'm
because
just
like
"Ah,
Jon
here we
Snow
go."
gives speeches, it's like to 20 men. She gives speeches, there's like 1,000 men out there, and she's like, "I am
Seriously.
Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen." And I want one guy in the
Yeah.
back to be like,
Well,
"What
like,
the fuck is
do
she
the,
saying
do
again?"
the Dothraki even understand her?
They're too busy
No.
like
They
routing.
speak
she was-
Dothraki,
yeah.
and she's
What
speaking.
wasn't she
Yeah.
going like
High Valerian.
Yeah.
with stuff to them?
I don't know, but Drogon knit. That's how they got the.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's what he does in
That's
his
how they
downtime.
assembled the flag.
Well, I'm just saying that thing was
What would you
fucking
call it?
huge.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
knew
it's
what he
pretty
meant.
cool.
How do they assemble it and how do they get it up there? I knew exactly.
Yeah,
what
I
that
feel like
meant.
assembling is just like a more fancy word for making.
Yeah. And an assembly line, boom.
Is it?
I mean, not that they made it on an assembly line, but like.
Well, no,
when
I was giving
when
you
put
credit. I'm
something
saying.
together. No, I know, but I'm just saying, like when you put something together, you're assembling it. You know what I mean? So, like
Yeah,
the
but
flag had to be assembled. It's not like it just poof in thin air. This,
No, I
you know,
think
98 foot tall.
they probably fucking got a bunch of people to knit it.
Probably, I guess.
Yeah.
So it was like, what is it made out of? Do we know?
Do we care?
No.
I think it's made out of the blood of her enemies.
It's yeah. It's,
But yeah,
it's
that scene
Lannister
was
underwear.
pretty
Ugh.
interesting. It kind of had like World War II vibes to me.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
Or Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like
well,
the-
and then Star Wars stole from World War II, yeah. So
Yeah.
all in
I
the
know I was
same.
waiting for Captain Phasma to come out.
Who? Who?
Whatever, Phasma, whatever her fucking name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
What's the name?
Captain Phasma?
Yeah.
Phasma? Phasma? Same
Yeah,
thing.
but the first thing
The
you didn't
first
say
one-
wasn't Phasma.
It was like Fafumza. I
No,
don't
I
know.
said Captain Phasma.
All right, well,
That's what I've always called her.
That makes it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move it on.
if I always called him Nike, that's not his name.
Yeah.
Just saying.
His name's Neek.
I do like that better than Nick.
Yeah, shut the
Neek.
fuck up.
You call him like Nicola.
So then she gives her speech, and then Arya's like, "Hey, John, you know you should probably kill her. She looks like a
And
she looks
she
like a killer to me."
snuck up on his
She was
ass.
like
Yeah.
she was like the butler in Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
She's like,
Or like that girl
need
in
something?
Booksmart. She just kept popping up to all their parties.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked that she just kind of like she got past all of her army. Just like, hey, yeah, J. John, yeah, we should probably kill her.
I've seen killers. She's a killer.
Yeah. So then I think some shit happens. Oh yeah, she arrests Tyrion.
Yeah.
He goes and talks to Tyrion,
Yep.
and I really liked their conversation in there. Tyrion in the cell,
He's like, hey, you gotta kill her.
and he's like, "No, I'm loyal to her." Blah blah blah. And then eventually, like when he goes and talks to Daenerys, she kind of says exactly what Tyrion warned him about too, and like so he's like, "Oh, I gotta stab her."
But first, I'm gonna kiss her.
First he kissed her, and I was like, "He's gonna stab her though, right? Like he's just playing with her." And then it
Well,
went,
yeah, 'cause
it went on a little bit, and I was like, "Is he gonna stab her?" And then he did
Oh, he's gonna stab her.
one last time.
At any point, did you think Drogon was gonna kill him?
No, I didn't.
No.
At any point, did you think he was gonna get on Drogon?
I did a little bit.
I did a little
thought
bit,
Drogon
too.
was gonna.
Yeah.
And I
Get 'em.
didn't think that made sense. It
It would have been awesome.
Like a
And then
Drogon,
he just
'cause it
goes
was
and
actually
fucking-
sad
It
when
se-
Drogon was pushing her around.
Yeah,
I know.
I was
Abby literally started crying.
It
Not
seemed.
even kidding.
Did you guys think he kind of understood what was happening though? Like he
Oh,
understood.
he definitely did.
Yeah.
Because I saw people online saying Drogon doesn't understand that. Then why did he fucking burn the throne and take her body?
Yeah.
You guys want this? This is what fucked her up, and he fucking burned it.
Yeah.
This means nothing.
Dragon's just supposed
And
to
then,
be
and then,
smart.
like,
They're supposed to be
fine,
like pigs.
we'll just make a king that already has a throne, and they give it to Bran because he has a chair. They're not gonna make a new one.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking duct tape fucking swords to his wheelchair.
I would love that.
Yeah, just
That'd be really cool.
that'd be a good job for Bronn,
I think he's got more important things
Yeah,
to
you think
do.
so?
A little bit.
building up whorehouses.
Yeah, I like that too. They mentioned that, and like the first thing they tell Tyrion is about the brothels,
Yeah,
and then I forget they said the Archmaesters doesn't like them or doesn't think they should go first. And he's like, well, he's not using them right.
yeah.
That was
And
really
then
good.
Brienne was like, Brienne was like, I think ships are more important. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, John kills her.
Wait, I think he was gonna say something.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say. So, it's amazing that they could all breathe up there, because like that's just ash floating around.
Yeah, but a lot of time had passed. Yeah, that wasn't like
Still
the next.
ash flying around.
I think
Yeah,
it was
fucking air.
it was months by when they're sitting at the
Yeah, I
table.
think it was snow.
Yeah.
No.
You're,
No,
you're talking about
after the fact
you're
it
talking about
was-
like at the
yeah.
end of the show when they're all around
No,
like
I'm
the
talking
table.
about when John and Daenerys
Oh.
right before. Like, when
So
he
not
stabs
about
her.
what we were talking
Okay,
about.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I
Go,
guess you guys jumped
going
ahead.
back to that,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you there. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
because then he melts the throne too. You think Jon Snow will be like, oh my god, she's
Yeah.
dead, but that didn't happen. Right, he kills her, and then times pass. They don't say how much. I was hoping for like, I know it's Game of Thrones and they don't do that, but like 5 months later. I mean, they did that in
Yeah.
Endgame. They said 5 years later, so we all knew time passed. But they
No,
do that.
They gave everybody a beard.
Everyone's at the table. That's supposed to like the important people
Rob
in
and
charge.
Aaron grew up like 10 years.
Yeah, I saw everyone on Twitter's like,
know.
"Fuck, he grew up and got hot."
Really?
Little
Everyone's
titty
talking
sucker-
about that,
little
yeah.
titty
I saw
sucker
it.
was like
Oh my god, I saw that
25.
exact tweet. Like
I-
this little titty sucker grew up to be hot.
Shut the fuck up.
I saw that
Really?
exact tweet.
And then it was at My Spin on Sports.
I did not tweet that.
He's gonna now. I swear to God, I saw that.
Shout out to
I wish
anyone who said at the little titty sucker.
I wish I would have like hit like on that or something so I could pull it up.
I'm sure you can still find it pretty easily.
Just search
Little titty sucker.
Twitty sucker.
Okay, that'd be a good like username at Twitty
Listen here,
sucker.
you little titty sucker.
Wow, where were we?
Who knows?
You brought up Robin.
What's this show called? Oh.
Game of Thrones.
Random
Yeah, he
Ramblings.
kills her. They all have a meeting. It leads to Bran becoming king by vote, which I loved because I was right. Which at Mima's, we watched this at my grandma's house with his sister and my mom, and everybody's there, and they all laughed at me because I said Bran was gonna be king.
Yeah, they
everyone there, ha 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 ha. Yeah, who's laughing now?
Really, just yeah. It's like I texted Jerome like and I said he pretty much had to be like, otherwise he would have meant nothing to the show.
He still kind of meant nothing till like the last 20 minutes.
That's what I mean though. Like if he wouldn't have been,
Yeah, if
He
he
left
wouldn't have
it
been king or anything,
king,
then you'd have been the most
like,
disappointing
it would
storyline.
have just been like
He still was.
No, I think it
You think him
he
becoming
became
king?
the three-eyed raven, so then he could become the king, and then make the world a better
But-
place.
So you think that redeemed the rest of his time?
Yeah, I think so because he had to go through all that hell to get the power to be the three-eyed raven, so then he could see everything
I
that's
mean, if
happened.
you think that redeems
And
it,
then-
I'm not going to say it doesn't.
To me, I think that made it worth it because then now he can make the world a better place.
I was never the biggest Bran fan.
I always was.
I kind of like him a little more now than I did a couple years ago.
Yeah, you used to make fun of me actually for liking Bran. You probably still do behind my
Probably
back.
I don't know. I think I do it right in front of your face.
Hmm.
That's what we talk about a lot. Like when we're texting, it's just like, can you believe fucking Jerome likes fucking Bran?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Um,
Is that in,
little fucking wheelchair boy?
How
in
funny?
between your guys' dick pics you send to each other? It's like, can you believe Jerome likes Bran? Hey, that's nice cock.
Yeah, that's it.
I figured that.
Yeah. Because you have to send more than one. Because after he sends one, I forget what it looks like. And I can't scroll
Well,
up.
he does different angles. You know, sometimes he puts like a party hat on and like googly eyes, and he's like, "Hey Nick, look at he's got a smiley face."
It's called dick art. Yeah.
Yeah, Hess does that. He's into that shit.
I
He
know
has a
somebody
whole
into dick
separate Instagram. It's called Hess's Dick Art.
This fool's lost
It's a
his
private.
mind.
It's a private account.
And
Yeah, I
he
think
makes.
so.
He wonders why we make fun of him. I thought one of my favorite parts of this episode is when Edmure Tully stood up and started explaining why he should be king. And
Yeah.
Sansa goes, "Uncle, sit down."
But when he
Sit down.
when he started talking, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna say like we've done all this." I thought he was gonna say, but like Sansa should be queen. I thought he was gonna lead to him saying someone. I was like, because he clearly can't think he's gonna be king. And then they're like, "Sit down." Everyone's like, Yeah, just sit down.
For a split second, I thought, "Oh my god, are they totally gonna fuck with us and put him on the throne?" For that split, like a split second, and then I was like, and then she said that. I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah. Did you guys like that? Sansa's like, yeah, the North is gonna be a separate like. It's
Yeah,
always
I
been.
did because at first I didn't like. They went through
Yeah,
everybody,
and she's like, didn't say anything.
She's like, "Yeah, the North isn't bending the knee," and then Bran's like, "All right, cool. I don't want to argue with you. I've seen you argue."
Yeah. When he's probably like, it doesn't matter. You're my sister.
Fine
Like,
with me.
if I need to deal with you, you'll probably trade with me or whatever we need. You getting attacked?
Yeah, what the fuck?
But yeah, I did like that. You like that, Hess?
I did.
What else happened to them? Is that about it?
Because she always did say that, the North would be its separate entity.
Yeah, I like that. She's like, even still, you're my brother. And
I like
root
when
for
they
you.
announced Bran too, King of the Six Kingdoms. They
Oh, I
say
didn't
seven.
even catch that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They did. Six Kingdoms.
How many times do you think they called him Bran the Broken?
A lot.
Any chance they got. They're like, just remember, you're in a fucking wheelchair. You can't walk.
Yeah. So we.
Biggest wheelchair in Atlanta.
Wow.
When they
We,
started saying his name, I leaned over to him and go, biggest dick in Atlanta.
So we did. How many fucking podcasts on Game of Thrones?
I think this is like our
47.
40. Really? 47?
He made that
I
up.
think still 44, I think.
I could find
I
out.
want to say
could
last
find out on
episode you
iTunes.
said this is our 43rd episode or something.
That's what I thought too. I thought this is our 44th. But I can check on iTunes right now. Follow us on iTunes if you want to support the show, because that's the only way we can make money on the show right now. So you can check us on iTunes or Anchor or Google Play.
Jesus Christ.
That's like the.
I gotta scroll.
That's like the
through.
end of the commercial,
Okay.
where it's like.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay, you two have lost your fucking mind.
It just says season 1 and season 2 on iTunes, so I lied. So I can't find out right now,
Well,
but
I
I'm
mean-
pretty sure it's like 44.
if so
You can't find it on YouTube.
there's not 88 episodes, so that seems weird. But I guess we
It does.
did 6 separate ones this time though, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we usually did 10 on its own, right?
And then we also did a theory one and
Oh,
that
I
too.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool that we started it. Half a year ago.
Completed the whole
Rewatched
show.
everything. Some of us just watched it for the first time,
Nick.
and then we made it all the way through, and it's over.
Yeah.
I'm kind of.
It is cool that we're done.
73
I'm kind of
episodes,
glad.
right?
I feel like it was a good finish.
Yeah. We've had a
Yeah.
lot of fun, when they started yelling Sansa, Queen of the North, we all shouted Queen of the Whores.
You know what that reminded me of, that scene?
What?
A fucking Bud Light commercial. I started yelling, Dilly Dilly!
I have no doubt in my mind,
That's the second time he's brought up the Dilly Dilly thing on here.
which is probably the most stupidest commercial.
I didn't say they're great, but I'm just saying that's what that scene reminded me of when they're all like, Queen of the North! Queen of the North! Queen of the North! I was expecting someone to go, Dilly Dilly.
I mean,
That's a
that
deleted
is
scene.
what they're taking it from.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, they make him
It's just
king, and
funny.
they send Jon to the wall. We've already discussed that, and they kind of go through a montage of all the characters. We could talk about you guys' favorite ones. I really liked that Brienne took the book because Jamie wasn't really in the book that much.
Yeah.
They discussed that like season 3
She
or 4
had to
or something.
update his Wikipedia
So
page.
started doing all that. I like that. And even at the end when she put he would die defending his queen.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I
She
like
didn't
that.
specify which
Yeah,
one.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I like that. She left out that
Shows had the respect for him.
fucked me in Winterfell and then left me
I wanted
crying.
the last thing to be on there is took Brienne of Tarth's virginity, and then she's like boom, and then it ends in like a freeze frame of her punching the air.
Or she could have put like, I sat on his face the night before he died.
And he says, "I take it too far." I just said he took her virginity.
Why is that taking it too
I left
far?
it clean
At
as
least I'm
like,
not talking about dicks.
oh,
I'd rather
because
talk
there's a
about
dick in it
vaginas.
now. Now it's too far. Oh, look at
I'm just saying.
look at all Hess afraid of a couple dicks in his mouth.
That's never been true.
That's true. I've seen him at parties.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the council. I like the ending.
I guess the only thing I did like was that they pretty much showed all of the main characters again.
Yeah, you
Like
get to see like where
Tormund,
they're
you
gonna
saw
kind of
again.
continue.
Did you not like it because, I don't know, 7 weeks ago you predicted everyone was going to die?
Yeah, that's true, and you were wrong,
that's-
you son of a bitch.
No,
I mean, yeah, that happened, but...
No, but why didn't you like it though?
like I said, I just thought it was more of like a fairy tale ending. The whole show has literally been like everybody, like you never really know what's going to happen, and I thought it was pretty easily predictable.
Well,
the more and more we got along into the season.
pretty easy predictable. Last week I predicted Bran would be king and Jon Snow would kill Daenerys, and you both said no. because it wasn't that predictable.
Well, yeah, and literally, like I said 7 weeks ago, you said everyone would die. So it's It might have been a little predictable at the end, but or was it just that people wanted to not see a happy ending?
Like, I wouldn't have predicted this ending at all from the beginning of the show.
No, there's no fucking way.
You'd be like, oh, that little boy that got pushed out the window watching those two brothers and sisters fuck, he's gonna be king.
Yeah, after he crawls up north and fucking
Kills Hodor and
he's gonna
makes
become
the Night King come this way.
I'm not that happy with Arya's ending. Her just like
See, that's the only thing
off.
that's going to be annoying to me is like
Christopher Columbus?
I know there's going to be no follow up to this, and like they do that on purpose, and then you always wonder. But like I want to know what she finds out there, and so it's that. Well, then if you don't give a fuck, then why did the ending bother you?
Because it's not what the ending I wanted for her. I'd rather have her go back to Essos and be a faceless man or something. I don't know.
See, I liked that she did that, but I'm just gonna wonder what she finds and shit. Like I told you, she's gonna go find America.
Yeah, I think she's gonna fall off the earth because it's flat.
Oh
might.
shit! And that's where it all starts. They're like, that Arya girl, she's badass. She killed the Night King, but then she found out the Earth is flat.
Not much of a sailor though.
Arg me, matey. I'm Arya Stark.
Yeah, that's my fault.
You brought that up. Here, let me ask Hess
son of a
this.
bitch
Anybody
right
that watches NFT Duo has already heard this. We were discussing. I was singing a song about a boat the other day on the way home from the gym, and he asked me if I've ever been on a boat, and I said I've never been on one on sale. And he goes, "Oh, was it regular price?" And tried telling me that you don't say it as not on sale.
I've never heard that.
Thank you.
But like you understood what I was saying, right?
I never said I didn't understand you.
I've never heard it referenced that way.
Obviously, I did understand you, or I wouldn't have made it up.
So you meant like you've never been on a sailboat? Is
No.
that what you meant?
He never. No, what he meant was he's never been on a boat on the water.
I've never been.
Oh.
I've never been on a boat while it's on sale. But I've been on a boat on land doing
Just
nothing.
Stop saying that.
I know.
See, it makes sense. It's not on because the boat's on sale.
What if it's a motorboat?
No, it's not. Unless it's a sailboat,
If a boat,
the boat is not sailing.
so if a normal boat's going through the water, you don't call that sailing?
No, it's
No,
boating.
no.
Because you said
Boating.
Arya's boat wasn't a sailboat, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it
okay.
was. They had
had a
sails.
big
They
That's
didn't have
that's
fucking
true. That's true. Yeah.
turbine
Okay.
engines.
I see. I thought every boat in the water was sailing.
See, you should have stopped talking.
Because every car is driving. I'm not in a car in drive, is what I would say.
It's a shame you already made.
But it was parked.
The intro for the teaser trailer for season 3 because you could have put this in there.
I could make another one. But like, like, tell me that. Why is it? If I say I'm not in a car in drive, you wouldn't even question
Hey,
that.
that doesn't make sense.
God damn it!
No one said.
If I'm in a
It's
car.
like,
If
I've
I'm
never
in a
been
car
in
parked. Or
drive.
I'm in a car in drive.
It's like you're Kevin from The Office when he's like trying to condense his words to speak less.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
I mean, that's kind of what I do in general. But
See, the funny thing is you get. I like when you fuck up like the way you.
I'm
say
not fucking up. I said exactly how I wanted to say it. That's not fucking up, right? If you do something exactly the way you want it to be done, it's
it
not
doesn't make
fucking
it
up.
right though.
Well,
I mean,
that depends on the way you look at it.
so if it's on sale, and I understand what you're saying, oh yeah, I've never been in a boat on water. You should give me respect for even understanding what the fuck you're talking about.
No, because your response is, was it regular price?
What was it?
It's like-
or did you use a coupon to get it?
It's like why say more word when less word do trick? That's
So Hass is making fun of the way
Yeah,
I talk
yeah.
now. The guy who called her Captain Frisbee is now telling me I
Captain-
can't say on sale.
Captain Phasma.
Freeze
Captain
me.
Phasma.
So back to Game of Thrones.
Back to Game of Thrones.
Was there any last little not monologues, little things you guys liked at the end when they went through everybody?
Everything
I
was
kind of
great.
want to know. So Drogon gets sad, burns down the throne,
Yeah.
doesn't kill Jon, which I didn't think he was going to, but I felt like he should.
I think
I
I think
feel like
because
he
he understood the
thought-
situation, he's like, I
Yeah.
get
I
it.
feel like he
He's like,
he
"Yes,
understood
this bitch
that
has lost her mind.
technically the throne killed her, not Johnson.
And I also think that Hess is very right on that.
That sounds like
But-
her talking when
but
she
I-
said, remember last week when she was like, Sansa had as much to do with killing Varys as I did.
That's true. I get your point there too. But I also think if anybody else would have killed her, he would have done it. But the fact that it was a Targaryen and that he understood the situation, he's like, he had to do it. He had no choice to save.
So then he gets
else.
sad. He kind of and then he picks her up, which I don't know when they got hands and shit. That
Well, it was
pretty
his
cool.
foot.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, it was.
I thought it was. I was like, what the fuck? Where's this? And then he's flying away, and you're like, oh, he's in it.
And then he's gonna. I assume he just flies off to Valeria, and then part of me thinks, yeah, he's gonna eat her. Do you think he
That
ate
one
her?
fucked up. Really? All that sadness, and he's like, I'm fucking hungry.
I'm hungry.
He did eat that little girl in like season 4.
Yeah,
or
he
whatever.
probably didn't. That was his mom. I don't think he did it.
He ate her.
I mean, if you're on
Come
a
on,
if
he's
you're
a
on a
fucking
deserted
dragon.
island and there's no one around, you'd eat your mom, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Then when you say eat your
I
mom-
don't mean like eat her pussy.
Oh.
Okay, come on. For fuck's
Because
sake.
God knows if you were on an island with your mom. He's like, you want
Wow.
to go on a boat? It's on sale.
Okay, what? Jesus Christ.
I've never been on a boat on sale before.
Since we talk, there's nothing really else to talk about the Game of Thrones, right?
No.
So you guys want to talk
That's
about Westworld here at the end?
Sure. I don't know.
I think so.
So the trailer started, and it's Jesse, Aaron Paul walking down the street, and I was like, oh! And I leaned over to you, I go, is this Westworld? They like both said it, and I was like, oh my god. So he's walking down the street, and I was like, oh, it's gotta be. It's all futuristic, and he's talking. I was like, he doesn't have time to do 2 HBO shows. And he keeps going, it looks like a completely different show.
It did look like a
there's
completely
cool,
different show.
motorbikes,
Yeah.
and like he gets a gun
they're
pointed
in,
at
like,
him and all
the
this
city.
shit. Yeah, and then
They're
all
not
of a
in
sudden,
Westworld anymore.
at one point he's standing, it looks like in the Westworld building, because there's like the TV behind him, and it looks like they're robbing it or something.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I need to find something more real. And he finds some girl in like an underpass, and there's Dolores there, and she looks kind of like really skinny and like fucked up, don't you? Like she looks different, don't you think?
Yeah, she also looked
Yeah.
like shot or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing that whole trailer is like the first episode of the season.
Oh, I'm sure.
It seems like it's gonna all focus on him.
Or
Like can be
with
complete-
Westworld, God knows it could be the last episode.
I thought it was
also.
pretty cool. He was like
That's
sitting
true.
on that wire or that with like a little robot sitting next to him. and
Yeah,
shit.
it looks really cool. Like I'm assuming the first episode's gonna go him doing all the stuff for following his character. At the end, he meets Dolores, and then it'll boom kick him off into the rest of the season. But they could also do like that, and then possibly like cut different timelines in there, like they always do, and try to fool us. Like it could be his
Oh,
storyline, and then what leads her to that point too.
I mean, who knows? He might be a host.
I thought when they have him in that black room at first, at the end, I thought you were gonna hear "Bring Yourself Back Online," and it's gonna be like Bernard talking, and then I was gonna be like, "Oh!" But then he just saw Dolores, and I was like, "Oh!" Anyways, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool trailer. I was super surprised that they put one out already,
I was surprised that they put one out this early.
because like
Really?
they literally have only
Their
filmed
major
up.
show's ending, right? I mean, I kind of, I don't know. I don't know nearly as much as you guys do about like shows and TV and movies and all that, but
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like their biggest show is ending.
It doesn't come out though till next year. Like they just
started
filming.
filming in March, so it,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying though, like
no, but I'm telling you, they started filming in March. So it doesn't come out for almost an entire year. I'm surprised
Yeah.
they put
Yeah,
a trailer
you
out.
know the second they're filming, they're editing that shit down. They wanted this in the finale of Game of Thrones, like the trailer before.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
which I was
There
like,
was a reason it was right before.
yeah, but I was
Yeah.
I was super surprised, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
it looked cool.
Like I
excited.
told you there, what's the way to make Westworld better? Put Jesse in it.
Yeah, I wonder if
He's gonna call her a bitch.
he's
Hey, you
got-
need help, bitch? In the underpass?
that would be great. You think Walt will be in it?
Oh, maybe. And then we'll figure out what Breaking Bad was fake this entire time.
And Saul
Yeah, all fake, all a little Westworld thing.
when does that come out? The new song.
Next
fucking
year, because they got delayed filming it.
they're filming
Wow.
that. They're filming that now.
That'll
too.
be out the same time we're watching Westworld again, just like last time.
Yeah,
Which
it'll
is
be like
fucking
Better Call
annoying.
Westworld.
Yeah.
Better call West.
Which is funny because he's probably going to be in that too. Because their movie's going to come out right around the same time.
Yeah, probably.
But any last... Hess is getting... There's a murderer in his house. The call is coming from inside the house, Hess.
You know, I'll tell you a quick story here. So
About a
this
minute.
afternoon, took a little nap, little nappy poo, you know. So Abby like wakes me up. It's like I don't know, 2:00, and I'm like slowly waking up, and I'm like, just laying there, and someone knocks on the door, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like Sunday, you know, no one's coming. So
His camera turned off.
I look out the peephole. It's just like this fucking, I don't know, late teenager, early 20s kid. And so I'm like, I'm not going to answer it. And then like the dogs are going bananas. Knocks again. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, answer the door. So I answer the door. I don't open it all the way. I pretty much just open it to where like I can stick my fucking head out. And he's like, hey, he goes, my grandpa accidentally put down your address for some packages to get shipped here. And has any packages came here? And I'm like, no. I go, we don't, like, nothing comes to our door. He's like, yeah, because you guys have one of those, like, hub stations, right?
So then he wanted you to go check your mail for him?
No. So I'm like, yeah. I go, yeah, we have, like, the hubs. And he goes, well, do you think I could just get your phone number? Because they're probably going to deliver them in the next couple of days, and I want to be able to pick them up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, it doesn't make, like, and like, mind you, like, I'm literally, like, I was just napping, so like, I'm still like waking up.
Yeah, we've done a podcast with Sleepy House. He doesn't know what's going on.
So I'm like, I gave him my work phone number. So then like, he leaves. So I go outside, and he parked like way far down the street.
He calls Hess, "What's up, bro? How you doing? You want to chill?"
No, but he like parked like way down far down the street, and like he was in it was like a red Cavalier with New Mexico license plates. I was trying to get the plate number, but like he parked so fucking far down the street.
Because you were gonna run it.
Hess comes out there with like binoculars, like, hey, what's this guy's number?
It just seems like fucking shady to me.
Yeah.
I
don't think I would have gave some nutbag my
Yeah,
phone number.
I went to be there. Sorry, I'm going through puberty. I went to be there. I'm like, maybe come back in a couple days, or
Yeah, just come check.
I'll leave a
fucker.
note outside my door if I get weird packages. I don't know.
So, anyways, I had Abby call the office and let them know, like, hey, and they're like, oh yeah, like we've had someone else say that happened to them too.
Oh.
So I called like the police, the non-emergency number, just like to let them know, and they were like,
He's a
yeah,
snitch.
Snitch.
Snitches get stitches, just so you
Yeah.
know. He's gonna come into your house while you're sleeping.
The lady was just like, yeah, that's shady. Definitely, if you see the car, or if they come back, or if they text you saying they're gonna come pick up packages, just call 911. They're like, we'll get some immediately.
So what you're telling me is someone could actually break into your house live on the podcast, and we might get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
But they're gonna call you first.
That's true. He'll warn you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're breaking your house, by the way.
Yeah.
Just
But
to,
see, I don't
just,
think so. Like, I think it's just like they're like trying to scope out places. Like, you know what I mean?
it's like Home Alone when he goes in there, like at like Christmas
No, I
parties.
really
and he's
do.
checking
Like,
it out.
I feel like they're because like on Facebook, I'm a part of this group. It's like Awatuki 411. Like, it's people who live in Awatuki. Anyways, like I posted on there, and they're like, oh yeah, like someone who lives in the same complex was like, same dude knocked on my door 2 days ago. Like, same car, same.
I was gonna say, how does he
everything.
know it's the same dude? Would you like take his picture?
But anyways, he just said like he was asking for some like James, just a regular dude. He was like, "Oh, does James live here? I'm looking for James." And but the
that's
guy
like
was
a
like,
plot of strangers. They knock on the door and ask for a girl's. Oh my God, Hess got all glitchy. Just so you know, Hess, your entire story wasn't on camera because your camera turned off.
"Oh, that's great."
So it's
Appreciate
on
that.
audio, but
On
I
audio.
don't know when that turned off. By the way, I charged it
That's
all
okay.
day too.
No
so
big
it's-
deal.
it's
You can make a
awesome.
little 2-minute. Well, you can't because there's no fucking. Well, you could just like do your little.
I could do like
you could do-
videos and shit on
Yeah,
there.
your little animation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll have a guy knock on the door and has to be like, who's there? Him outside with binoculars trying to catch the guy's license plate number.
It was a New Mexico license plate. I couldn't make it out.
It just seems
it was
shady
4
as shit to
9er
me.
dog.
I'd have
it
bet.
just seems shady as shit to me.
Oh no, I'm sure it was shady. I just like.
I would have never answered the door. I don't answer the door.
No, I don't answer the
could be
door
the
either.
it could be the mail. No, you do. You just said you just told us the story.
clearly
about
you
it.
did. You just told us.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I normally don't answer the door, but the dude kept knocking.
I mean, it's been told a million times. I was chasing the house by bikers. You know, they knocked on the door a bunch. I didn't open it.
I answer the door if someone knocks.
Oh.
I mean, it's just.
I thought you were the one that knocks.
I'm not Walt.
You guys want to wrap up this hot dog?
No one responds.
Last Game of Thrones podcast. Anything you guys want to say about Game of Thrones? We can never talk about it again.
Yeah, we can.
Never
You
again.
guys are gonna be like, do you think The Sopranos is better than Game of Thrones?
We'll be like, no, maybe.
You're gonna ask.
I might ask. I'll ask you. So he's reading a Sopranos book, so when we talk about it, he'll be like, well, behind the scenes, you know, Tony Soprano
not
got
really behind
he
the
got his
scenes.
dick sucked in here before they filmed this scene. But I'm gonna ask him stuff about the book like I do with Game of Thrones, and he'll probably go, I don't know.
No, I'm literally gonna read each episode as we go.
Oh, and then he walked into the doorway.
No, like I read the first episode just to kind of get a feel for what it is, and I mean, there's
Dude, you texted me. You said you were like ready for it.
well, yeah, that was just
Yeah,
the
he was hard.
forward.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I read the first. There's a forward. It basically tells you what the book is, and then I read episode 1, and there was nothing special in episode 1. I highlighted one thing that I'll bring up, but like, I mean, it was cool. I enjoyed what I read, but it was nothing. It's not like they're like, oh yeah, they were trying to do this and then this.
Like it didn't work or anything like that.
Yeah, the only thing in the beginning of the book, it did say that like when he took it to HBO, he wanted it to fail so he could just make a movie. He didn't want the pressure of making a TV show. So
Oh, really?
yeah, but obviously that.
It was a humongous failure.
Yeah, totally.
Big 20-year ago failure.
Well, since Tess walked away and he's not on camera, you want to end this?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I figured I could get up because I'm not on camera.
Well, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of the series finale. Hopefully you guys liked it, and hopefully you guys come back next week while Hess is pissing and watch us talk about The Sopranos Season 1, Episode 1 and 2. See you guys then.
Peace.
What is wrong with you?
I got water.
Yeah, I'm doing the outro, and you're like... See, it makes sense. It's not on... because the boat's on sale.